Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of May 19th, 2024. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a cloudy and rainy yet beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead. I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And this is the week I've been waiting for, because Gemini season starts. I'm a Gemini with both my sun and my moon in Gemini, and this Gemini season kicks off with some of the best energy possible, a Jupiter Cazimi. So both yesterday and today, Jupiter is in an exact conjunction with the sun, and the closest it will be to the sun all year, and this is called a Cazimi. So the sun, which is our life force, is amping up the energy of Jupiter, the planet of abundance, gifts, and luck, making this the luckiest weekend of the year. We're getting an extra dose of luck and optimism. Talk about a fabulous way to end Taurus season and kick off Gemini season. So in Gemini season, we're more social. We want to hang out and talk with friends. We want to learn and try new things. Gemini is represented by the twins. There are two sides to us. This does not mean we're two-faced. It means we can see both sides of an issue. We can juggle multiple things at once. We're multifaceted. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and Geminis are often excellent communicators. During Gemini season, there's an emphasis on expressing ourselves. And this can be through speaking or writing, making this a fabulous time to launch a new podcast or a blog or do a presentation, and to speak up about anything that's been on your mind. Gemini is an air sign and may be a little bit more prone to flightiness and indecision. It's just more interested in flitting from one thing to the next, making it tougher to focus on one specific thing. This just isn't the season to set a complicated, ambitious goal and expect to achieve it, because it's just harder to focus right now. Instead, we're out there socializing and having fun and trying new things. This Gemini season is fantastic, and not just because it includes my 60th birthday. It starts with that fabulous Jupiter Cazimi, and the abundant energy continues this week on Thursday, May 23rd, with a full moon in Sagittarius, bringing even more adventure, fun, and play. This is the flower moon for obvious reasons, since everything is blooming right now. And rarely do we get a full moon that encourages us to seek joy and just not to take things so seriously. Sagittarius's energy is uplifting and enlightening. This full moon helps us feel more optimistic about the future. We may not have seen how something was going to work out before, but now we see a new way forward. We get it now, and we have hope again. So if you've been in a funk, this full moon helps you get out of it. And gratitude is the key to harnessing the energy of this full moon. The more you focus on the abundance you do have and celebrate where you are today, the more you'll enjoy this full moon. This is a wonderful full moon to cleanse and charge your crystals. Just sit them out under the light of the moon on Thursday. It doesn't matter if it's cloudy out, it'll still work. And a ritual for this full moon is to sit and write down everything you appreciate in your life right now. Just light a candle, put on some music, and appreciate yourself and your life. Often we spend so much time manifesting and creating our future that we miss how wonderful our life currently is. This is the moon to just be happy where you are right now. The fastest and easiest way to raise your vibration is through gratitude. So use this full moon to lighten up and bring some fun and play into your life. Life isn't all hard work. Sometimes we feel like hard work's necessary to feel productive or that we're making a difference in the world. But the best difference we can make to our own lives and the lives of others is to be in our joy. Use the energy of this full moon to make joy a priority, and then just watch how your life shifts in a new direction after that. Also this week, we have one of the year's most significant planetary shifts on Saturday, when Jupiter leaves Taurus and it moves into Gemini for the first time in over a decade. The last time Jupiter was in Gemini was in 2012. So think back to what was going on in your life in 2012 to get some insight about what might happen this time around. 2012 was a very good year in business for me. My company, Rose City Mortgage, was the #1 small business in Oregon. I gave a couple of keynote speeches that year, and I did some traveling to Hawaii, New Orleans, Boston, Mexico. It was a really fun year. Jupiter in Gemini cranks up the volume on every aspect of life related to communication, travel, and technology. Jupiter's year in Gemini liberates us from thinking small. This is the year you stop saying, I could never do that, and start saying, let me figure out how to do that. The most common thing we'll probably experience is having too many options. You may feel like you're constantly standing at a crossroads or overthinking your decisions. While it's amazing to have so many things to choose from, it can also be a little bit overwhelming. So we can expect a lot of change with Jupiter in Gemini. You have to be flexible to get the most out of it. That means being curious and open to change. Things will be changing, sometimes quickly. So just try to roll with whatever comes up. But because Jupiter is involved, we can expect the change to be for the best. What a way to kick off Gemini season with so much Jupiter energy and an uplifting and optimistic new moon. So take some time this week to appreciate yourself and your life now. Not when you meet the person, buy the house, get the job, save the money, but right fucking now. We go through ups and downs in life, and this Gemini season is an up. So appreciate every second of it. I'm doing spiritual retreat research this month. I'm hiking new trails, I'm trying new restaurants, hot springs, and spas. I'm checking out the best places to see the northern lights. It's a perfect way to spend Gemini season. I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? Also this week, I'll be releasing a podcast with Sarah Mack. And Sarah is the host of the Creative Magic Club podcast, and she shares some ways to attract money during Gemini season. So as always, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing the podcast with a friend. Happy Gemini season. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next week.